Hello, everybody. This is Francesco Rulli. I'm the CEO of Querlo. I'm also the Forbes Insights AI Solutions business partners. Today, I'm here with Anas Zeineddine, who is the Executive Director at Krypto Labs in the UAE. So, Anas, if you can share with us a little bit more insight about your work.
Thank you, Francesco. Great pleasure to be here. As you mentioned, my name is Anas Zeineddine, Executive Director at Krypto Labs. We are an innovation hub that is based in Abu Dhabi in the UAE. And we do a lot of innovation, entrepreneurship awareness, and we run a lot of innovation-based programs such as incubation and acceleration for startups, as well as connecting various startups and entrepreneurs with a network of mentors and investors, and doing other various innovation consultancy work as well.
Thank you, Anas. Very interesting. So we are in the middle of the COVID era. And hopefully soon we will be approaching what I call the post-COVID era. What are your thoughts about the challenges, but also the opportunities provided by this new reality, specifically looking from the perspective of what you guys are doing at Krypto Labs?
Well, surprisingly, as bad as it seemed during the COVID lockdowns and during the COVID era in particular, it was actually, we gained a lot more traction because of the ability to be able to do a lot of these programs that we do and reach out much farther than we did before. Having physical presence in these programs is important, but we also realize now we have much greater outreach, and we can do a lot of things remotely. We can run a number of programs in parallel, all remotely. So the engagement has certainly increased. There's a lot more people that you can get into the network, and it's much more cost effective than running things out of offices and event spaces and so on. So in that sense, it has been positive, and I envision that this trend will continue to be positive in the post-COVID era as well.
Very interesting. Thank you. And talking about innovation, what are your thoughts about the role of artificial intelligence in this new era? And if you can mention, for example, some examples about a use case where you believe that artificial intelligence can actually be an asset.
So we've been hearing about artificial intelligence and AI for a number of years, and it's something that everybody seems to want. One of the challenges that I see is a lot of people don't quite understand what AI is and what exactly they want in AI. And the biggest challenge I see is the fact that we haven't fully mastered, the human intelligence aspect of how to run basically our businesses, our business models, our companies, etc. So it's challenging to apply AI to something that we think is going to fix it if we haven't fixed it from a human perspective ourselves. But at the same time, where I think AI will be significantly beneficial is it will cut out a lot of the day-to-day mundane tasks. So a lot of the machine-based tasks can be done by AI, and that will create an opportunity for us to do more of the, apply more of a human factor into the work that we do, more from an emotional perspective, from an emotional intelligence and an empathetic perspective as well, because that part seems to have also dissipated over the last few years and decades with the rise of automation in general.
Yeah, indeed, I fully agree with you. We haven't mastered yet the human intelligence management. How can we master technology? It has been a long conversation on my end about what is the role of the cognitive officer. Most companies don't have this person, but let's say someone who understands exactly the strengths and the weaknesses of human and machine intelligence, definitely in line with your thinking. Now, if people want to learn more about Krypto Labs and more about you and your work, what's the best way to learn more and reach out to you?
I mean, we're most active on LinkedIn, myself personally, and the company as well. So that's probably the best way to get hold of us. For any potential shared collaboration, any knowledge sharing, anything that we can potentially help people with in the innovation space, and particularly give some ideas that may enhance future uses of AI in innovation when it comes to startups and entrepreneurs.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Anas.
Thank you. Thank you, Francesco. Great pleasure.